So I had to stop at the Polaris dealer to pick up a new belt for the Ranger here. And he was telling me how much he enjoyed my videos, which I thought was pretty cool. And then he said if I mentioned him in my videos that he would get me or give me a brand new Ranger. And I told him I want 1,000. Probably a Razor S turbo. Wait a minute. I don't think he said that, but that's what I wanted him to say. So Spiff and I were going home the other night, and there was 2 mallard ducks on the highway. And I slowed down for them, but they took off flying. I thought, oh, they're high enough, I'll drive underneath them. And as I was driving underneath them, I honked at them. And look what they did. I pooped all over my pickup. Nice. But you notice they only pooped on Spiff's side. That tells you what they think is Spiff. The ice is starting to come off the lakes here on Easter. Well, that'll make you sick, won't it? The water along the shore. This bay is... Those are our snowmobile tracks, aren't they, Matthew?
Yeah.
Ice is getting pretty black there. It's pretty well gone. Won't take long and that'll disappear. Of course, it is what, April... What day? 21st today? This little bigger and deeper lake, so it's got plenty of ice left on this one. And it's raining again today.
Even the adult kids, this cracks me up.
Oh, my mom's talking about Easter eggs.
For eggs.
There's a funny story behind this bobcat too. Well, I suppose I could tell you the story of this bobcat. Dad actually hit it coming home from work or going to work with his work pickup years and years ago. And the guy that was with him jumped out, ran back, grabbed it, threw it in the pickup, and they took off down the highway. And they looked at each other and said, I hope it's dead. Because if it wasn't, it would have, well, they both probably would have bailed out of the pickup while it was still rolling down the highway. But it didn't do any damage to it. Beautiful. Beautiful bobcat. Was the lake still frozen over? Are you driving slow for me?
Yeah. Just for you.
You're gonna get a ticket for driving too slow on the freeway. Freeway. Oh, that's not good. My tires on that trailer, which mean the bearings, are underwater. The firewood's underwater. The frogs are chirping. Water's up in the lawn. Still coming up. Well, it wouldn't be right if I didn't have at least one dog footprint in there. I actually smell smoke and I hear a helicopter back there. I wonder if we have some kind of a grass fire going on back behind the property. Ooh, he's not that far away. The water's still really high. My wood pile is still underwater. Oh, I don't know where that helicopter would be, but it's just about... There it is. Right underneath the sun. I finally saw it. There it is. Skidder Kev talks about seasoning his firewood. I marinate mine. That was actually kind of funny. Well, in my head it was. Can you hear the 10,000 frogs? 10,000, probably way more than that. Can you hear the frogs croaking? That's what we fall asleep to every night, listening to that at this time of year. Well, it's lowboy flipping time, so yeah, the underside of it can get washed. That's why the pressure washer is there. Dean's using the 2054 to lift it. We're just going to put it on its side. We got boards down underneath it to try to keep it up out of the mud, not to scratch the paint job. See what it looks like under there, huh? All the work that went into it last year, all the sandblast and painting and all the new cross members. You're right. Now, we rubbed a little paint off some there, but for the most part, it looks pretty doggone good. She's just about over center. She's gonna rock. He's sweating bullets. Look at that. Alright. There it goes.
I'm guessing those weren't attached.
I thought they were. Spiff asked me if those center bolts were attached. I said they were. I don't think they are. Spiff's is washing all the salt and road stuff off this, so I don't have to put all new cross members and blast and paint it again. And Dean's putting a latch in the door. My Fabricable latch. He doesn't want it anymore. Oh, you're sliding it. There you go. Now he's going to wash this without going underneath it. Stand back. So it turns out that we had a couple of trunnion caps with broken bolts. Wow, they're just got that one out there. There's still two on the back trunnion cap. But look at this terrible job I did on this. I welded the bolt way off to the side, welded it crooked, did a terrible job, but it still came out.
Switch on. I'm gonna quit talking.
Yeah, no, you can turn it on. I'm already filming. So, that one's broke. That one's broke. This one's full of... I might need some starting fluid or something to clean this one. Oh boy. I welded this one way off to the side too. I must be way out of practice. It's... It's gonna work anyway, huh? See how far off to the side that is? Terrible. Not glad it worked. One more to go. Well, let's try this one too. Oh, looks like it's great. Oh, come on. I'm going gentle on the trigger. Yeah, it's gonna work. It's coming out. Oh, my battery just died. What? There we go. Perfect. All three are out. Dean just started the chipper for the first time since last fall, probably. Fired right up. Of course, he had the battery charger on it because the batteries were weak. I'm gonna kick the clutch in, get the drum to spin. I thought maybe some water would come. Oh, the water's coming out the bottom. Yeah, I have the instrument cluster tore out of my pickup here. Dash tore out. Radio tore out. I have an intermittent problem where my radio and speedometer, instrument cluster, whatever, windows quit working. And they tell me it is probably in the instrument cluster. Most likely this connection or a battery saver relay inside there. So that's what I'm doing. The old tree length Mac is running. And Dean's just lifting up the outrigger legs because they settled over the winter. Wow, still looking nice. You ever use a snowplow to grade your driveway? Ooh, she dug in a little bit too much there. So it wasn't videotaping. Look at the lakes are really opening up. Some lakes are now open. This one's not. You're getting pretty close. The edges, once the edges start opening up like that, then the wind really breaks that ice up. I gotta try to hold this camera a little steadier, huh? Well, this thing hasn't been running since last winter, or early winter. Let's see if it starts. Even with the pickup hooked up to it, I don't think it's going to start. Looks like Spiff's washing behind its ears. Spring cleaning time. Got a bunch of the panels off over here. Well, the ice is really disappearing now. Well, after a couple of days of 70-degree weather, April 26th, and this is the only snow I can find. I'm going to have to save it. Yes, April 26th, we still have snowbank. Part of a snowbank. Fire Captain Tom, thank you very much for the shirt. Appreciate it. Hey, thanks for watching. Have a great day.